Reset button.
Can't believe our show is old enough to drink if a year was an episode. My week was fantastic. It was awesome. Got a lot to talk about. Everybody can check me out at Tannen's Bum at Twitter. Also, you can come and check us out at our Reset Button page on Facebook. Go ahead and show that thing some love, man. It still needs it. It's still caring. I feel like it's a Sarah McLachlan commercial at this point with that thing. All Facebook pages need not be forgotten about. But yeah, my week was great. What I've been playing? I've been playing a few things. Actually, I'll get into that when we get into more of our Alien talk. Because I did pick up, as well as our Game of the Week, Alien 3, I started playing Alien Isolation again. Forgot how much that game actually scares the shit out of me if I play it in the dark with headphones on. So, good stuff.
Any Alien game worth its salt should, scare you first and foremost. That should be, the foundation you should make an Alien game off of. And I want to say, everyone obviously saw the thumbnail and the title tag. This is our Alien theme episode. It's going to be a big topic, as you can see by the Geiger art on this week's thumbnail. Tannen, real quick, follow me at the Hibiki TMD, obviously, and check out YouTube where you're at, and hit the subscribe, check out the Facebook. Tannen said all that good stuff, but it feels like an eternity since I came over last in-house. We did episode 20. So much has gone down. I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah, there's a lot of heavy shit. You mentioned Tiger Woods. I forgot about that. I mean, if there was a Tiger Woods 2017 game, I guess, it would be partially getting a car all drunk and get yourself arrested. That was in bad taste. I'm sorry.
There's two things I like to pretend didn't happen. One is Star Wars prequel, and the other is Tiger Woods post 2007. I just try to pretend he's still making N64 games and he's just Smiley Tiger. But no, man, that mugshot was brutal.
Dude, what is going on with that poor guy?
If anything, it made me feel old. God damn. And speaking of that real quick, off topic, you remember the terrible metal band Kitty? By the way, I was just talking about this before we recorded this tonight. They're celebrating their 20th anniversary. You feel old yet, Tannen? Yeah, but like we said, so much has happened. Bigger things happen in the gaming world. Obviously, E3 is upon us, Tannen. The 10th of June. It's right around the corner. Just a few tidbits and our thoughts on what they're going to be showing off and what to take away from E3. I think a lot of people are curious what Square is going to do about the Final Fantasy VII stuff. Tannen, real quick, Final Fantasy VII and Kingdom Hearts 3, it was announced this week by Square that 3 years. We're waiting at least 3 years. That's
not like we've already waited, 5 or something like that, even longer for a Final Fantasy VII remake. I mean, but the thing that gets me is I was really hoping that they would get that Final Fantasy VII remake out in time for, it's been 20 years. And I really thought they were going to get us that, hey, here's your remake. Happy 20 years to Final Fantasy VII. You feel old yet? But no, we're going to be deprived of it for another, whatever 365 times 3 is. I can't think of math right now, but that's a lot of days. It's a lot of days to wait. And with them announcing that, it's going to be like an eternity. I mean, honestly, do you really feel we're ever going to get it?
I don't want people first to misconstrue what we're saying. Tannen and I, guys, are all about developers taking their time, just like with South Park being pushed back. We didn't understand it first, but we understand, it's going to give us a better game. So we don't like to bitch a lot. But
that was within a year. It's within the same year that they said they would come out with that game anyway. Really, originally it was Christmas, and then it was March, but now it's October, which is fine.
Especially Tannen, in my opinion, they've been promoting it as episodic, and 3 years, in my opinion, is unacceptable for an episode. I don't know. Is it me? What the fuck is this? Like,
I don't know. I really think they're just gonna make this a whole big pile of shit that's gonna piss a lot of people, possibly including myself, off.
yeah,
Square's episodic games, which by the way, it's been announced. I guess Life is Strange, uh,
free next month
um,
on PS.
free next month. Yeah. I played the first couple episodes. I have nothing against teenage girls. Don't get me wrong, but you know when you hear somebody say "hella" so many fucking times, it gets old. I never completed the game. Maybe I will now that the rest of the episodes are free.
Yeah.
So I can go ahead and get through it. The concept of it was really good. However, it just episodic shit.
I mean,
The only thing
Telltale gets a pass on that, I would say. They're like really the only
they
ones that doesn't bother me more or less with the episodic stuff.
they do get a pass on it with me. I mean, like whenever I originally played Wolf Among Us, I loved it so much that I was just
Oh, I still need to play that fucking game. I always hear about it. Our good buddy Arvel on YouTube always streams that fucking game. I want to get my hands
I
on it.
mean, I was really, I had to wait, months for the next episode, but it was worth it. Batman Telltale, they really kind of spit that out pretty quick, in my opinion, which I have not finished that yet. I did another chapter. It's gotten really good. And I'm also kind of thinking about going back and replaying it because I happen to play that game when I'm drunk. And that doesn't really work out for those types of games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
But yeah, I'm like you, man. Like we said it off air. Like I'm at the point with this remake of 7. I don't even want it to see the light of day because it's not going to please anybody. Everyone's going to bitch about it. Everyone's going to split hairs on it because there's just certain things you shouldn't fuck with that are quote unquote. I don't want to say holy grails, but something that's just so just held near and dear to everyone's hearts. Like yes, as cool as a remake would be, everyone take the rose-colored glasses off. It's I don't know.
I just think give us a complete game. Especially if you're gonna take another 3 fucking years making it, just why not give us a complete game? I think that is gonna change over the course of 3 years. If it is really gonna take them 3 more fucking years to make it, I think we're gonna get the whole package. But like, I don't know. If you're gonna announce that it's episodic, then I don't know. Then give us 1 and 2, 3 episodes a fucking year or something. But I really don't think there's no way you could sum up that game in quote unquote 6 episodes anyway. So I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, but
Well, it's like a madhouse in there right now. There's this shakeup with the in-house devs with the person that did Lightning Returns. I'm sorry guys in the comments, I don't know the person's name, so come at me officially, but yeah, they're the head in charge now of the remake they came out and announced this week. Also, Kingdom Hearts 3, right alongside it, the fan base just as big. Also saying 3 years on that, and I mean, Christ, that game, I thought it was pretty much in the books. Like I didn't
yeah.
expect to maybe a year at the most.
Well, here's the thing: if Disney turns around though and is like, "No, fuck you, we have a contract,"
Exactly.
that's not going to happen. And there is people in Disney that will be like, "Fuck you, we have a contract. Like, do not let our shit get tarted and old. Like, you need to fucking make this game." Like, and I could see Disney execs being pretty tough about it. Like, because well, you guys don't have the contract for another 3 years, so then we just might not let you guys make the game. And it's our characters, so
I can
fuck
see it.
you. We have a
I
contract.
can see like being sharks about it business wise, like Disney in that situation, being like "fuck you, pay me" type thing. But Disney isn't exactly hurting. I mean, they pulled out of Disney Infinity, and that had a huge fan base. Disney alone is right there with Star Wars, Marvel. They ain't hurting. So I mean, I could see both sides of it, but I know that they're not going to turn down the opportunity like a Kingdom Hearts 3 fan base at the same time. So I can totally see what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Well, especially because Disney Tokyo, a lot of that shit is based around the park. There's a big Kingdom Hearts thing there. I mean, the evil queen from Snow White is a big deal over at Disney Tokyo, which is why Karen wants to go. That's her favorite character ever. Like, if you see how much evil queen shit that she has, there's just a lot of stuff. So, like, one of her dreams is to go to Disney Tokyo one day. But yeah, I could just, I just 3 years. 3 years is ridiculous. Kingdom Hearts 3 years later, no. I mean, we've seen trailers for both that and Final Fantasy, and it's gameplay trailers, for God's sake. Fucking gameplay trailers. Like, what the hell is the holdup? And I don't know if they're just trying to create like a more of a hysteria for people to pine at it. But at the same time, come on, guys, you wouldn't even need to do that. you've got enough of a fan base already. If anything, you're just pissing people off.
Speaking of pissing off fan bases, Tannen, because like I said, we got some meat and potatoes on this week's show. Like we got to move the train along. Batman and Harley Quinn trailer. Jesus Christ, I did not like this. I will tell you straight up. I think this is pandering to this Harley Quinn cosplay obsession, and I don't know what this is.
Being a huge fan of the original animated series, this is a complete fucking letdown. And the fact that they didn't get and go ahead, hit me up in the comments, people. The girl that did the voice of Harley Quinn in the Arkham series and the animated series didn't get her back for it. Instead, they're getting that chick from The Big Bang Theory. Is almost insulting. She does not sound like Harley Quinn at all.
Yeah,
she sounds like Lois from fucking Family Guy, and a bad impression of it at that.
You know what was even worse than that? Within the first 20 or 30 seconds of this trailer, you had it reviewed, like they revealed that Harley Quinn is going to be alongside Batman. Then it zooms to Batman going, "Ow!" Like a total, like, is it Joey Lawrence under the mask at this point? Like a total,
like,
making him
look
like a douche.
It looked like a total like Teen Titans fucking move there.
As
for a second.
As soon as that happened, I was like, "Oh god!"
Or Teen Titans
on Cartoon
Go,
Network,
I should say.
You know, like, I don't know. Not good.
But he looked like Robin when Robin's confused on Teen Titans Go, and it was like, what's this shit? Like, what? And then she's all about, like, you know, like fucking Poison Ivy. You're not gonna kill 1 billion people. The fuck? Harley Quinn would have been all about that. Like,
of all the villains too, you get Ivy and the Floronic Man, who at first glance was like, is that fucking Swamp Thing? I was, no, it's the Floronic Man shit. Fucking Swamp Thing ripoff, basically. Not good. Well, speaking of good trailers, Tannen, I know you didn't see it before we recorded this night. Did you happen to catch it by chance? Spider-Man Homecoming trailers.
Yeah. No, I watched it when you told me to watch it.
Now wait, before you tell me anything, the Amazing Spider-Man films that came out after the we all know everyone's thoughts on Spider-Man 3. It was bad. It was fucking bad. Did you like the Andrew Garfield movies, real quick?
What the
ones we got with Jamie Foxx and the Amazing Spider-Man ones?
The first two. This is the same thing, right? This is like the same shit, right?
No, this is this is Marvel Studios now has finally, instead of Fox, it's Marvel now who's taken the mantle, because they tied in Spider-Man and Civil War. I don't know if you even saw Civil War, but I didn't. He had a badass, he had one of the best cameos ever to superhero movie in that movie, and they finally.
I'm gonna tell you, you're the Marvel guy out of the two of us, so like this is you, man.
Okay, well, real quick, I think I did like the first two Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, but I think the main thing that's always been lacking for me and in all the Spider-Man movies, he has to be this wisecracking every step of the way smartass, kind of along the lines like the Ninja Turtles, and I don't feel we've ever really gotten that. Finally, I fucking feel like we're getting that when I saw this trailer. I know we preach to people to maintain our hype. I'm fucking hyped. This looks really good. Michael Keaton is the Shocker in this movie, I believe. It's either the Shocker or the Vulture.
Oh, wow.
One of the two. Yeah, right. Hot off the heels of the great Birdman movie, which was excellent. Tannen, do you think, were you ever a fan of Spider-Man films, the franchise in general?
Yeah, I saw the Amazing Spider-Man, you know, the newer ones. Most recently, the first one. I haven't seen the second one yet. Now, as far as the Tobey Maguire series went, I actually saw all three of those in the theater. I really did like the first one out of those three. I thought the first one was very well executed and done very well.
And
the third one.
Don't forget Nickelback.
Oh God, shut up.
You know it.
But the third one, nah, like I couldn't do the third one. It was just too much. I mean, I mean, come on, that movie is one big giant meme these days.
And Topher Grace was Venom. And speaking of Venom, other news because of the fucking news this week.
That shitty movie made Topher Grace leave that 70s show.
But did you see this? Tom Hardy has come out and has officially pretty much been announced as the new Venom in the new fucking Venom movie we're supposed to get. So there's that. Did you see all this dark universe stuff? The whole other opposite of what we're talking about, but it's still awesome because it reminds me of what Marvel's doing, tying their universe together. This dark universe stuff with the Mummy, Frankenstein. Did you see all that, Tannen?
Oh yeah, I saw all that.
Holy shit. Like, it is, I don't know. A lot of people are on modern films. I think it's an exciting time because I finally feel like Marvel films are getting their justice done to them, like proper for true nerd fanboys, like the snobs with comic book movies. It's like they cater to us more now, it seems like, because they know that's what fucking sells. And it's going to make people want to go see a sequel.
It's going to make them want to read the comic books too. It's
Exactly.
going to resell back issues and reprints.
I guess
Yeah,
for my biggest nerdgasm, and get that out of the way, this Friday, Tannen, Tekken 7 finally fucking drops. I have waited for this game, oh my god, for so long. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna geek out about it. Akuma's in it, new characters, new modes, new gimmicks, like first person perspectives, like a fucking single player right in the middle of your match, like so much shit they've never done before. I'm interested to see what how many bugs they're gonna be initially, because let's be real, and B, like how it's gonna play out in like online stuff.
Yeah, no, it's looking pretty badass. And I love me some fighting games, especially Tekken. So I am looking forward to that. Actually, it seems like something that to me, like especially like wow, this Friday, it feels like it's coming out of left field. I mean, fighting game wise though, like, are you going to actually go out and pick it up this Friday, or hopefully it's red boxed? As I complained about and bitched about earlier, Injustice 2 has still yet to make it to a red box, and I'm still dragging my feet on fucking getting it. And main reason being, I bought the first Injustice like 2 days after it came out, and then all this DLC bullshit came out, and then within a year, you had the Ultimate Edition. I was so pissed.
They did it with Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. They don't do it with King of Fighters a lot, really. Like what you see is what you get usually with King of Fighters, besides like characters sometimes. But yeah, it's a fighting game. That's what they do. They milk every fucking cent out of you if they can. But Tekken 7, I gotta say, gives you plenty of shit right out of the gate, like plenty of modes, characters.
I mean, no, it looks like Injustice 2 has the same kind of shit. You still get plenty of shit, but they're already announcing other stuff. So it's like, get the season pass or, get fucked.
I'm really impressed actually with just the vanilla roster you get in Injustice 2, like Blue Beetle, so much shit, like guys like I never thought they put in, like and they look fun to play as. Like yeah.
Oh yeah.
It looks good too. Speaking of looking good, Tannen, E3 is upon us, like we said, next week. A couple tidbits. We're not going to talk about everything. They did show a shit ton more from Super Mario Odyssey. I don't know if you caught any of that. Just pretty much more like an expanded view of gameplay and different types of worlds are being. The only thing, obviously, we'd never really seen before is Mario in the actual city world, more or less. I saw like a watermelon world or something weird, and there is this thing I don't think I've ever seen in the Mario game really, like the travel from planets. He's on like it looks like an old Mississippi steamboat that you do gambling on, but it's like an airship, and it looks like that's what you travel from planet to planet on.
That's pretty awesome.
I am super hyped for that. How could you not be? It looks like it's going to be like Super Mario 64 on steroids. Let's say it.
Are you going to get a Switch?
We have decided in the family this week that it was actually this week. Funny you mentioned that we're getting it. Pretty much when Splatoon 2 drops, because that's what my whole family really wants it for. Even the missus likes to play it, so yeah, and other things. Of course, in the news this week, Red Dead 2 announced delayed. That kind of goes back to what we were saying
was
earlier,
expected.
Tannen. Yeah,
expected.
And take your time, please, from my point of view on it.
Yeah. Just, like this week for E3, give us a nice fancy trailer that we can all drool over and a little bit more details. Maybe throw John Marston in there. I'm wondering when he pops up.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be there. Because this is not a sequel. It's a prequel. So there's definitely going to be some involved. There's got to be. There just has to be. But even if there's not, and I'm not going to cry over not spilled milk.
It's a game worth waiting for. Not 3 years, but 3 more years, I should say. But
yeah,
dangle the carrot.
We'll have it. No, Rockstar, we'll have it within
real
the next
quick.
12 months.
And another game I feel like we're going to see a shit ton from at E3, and this kind of caps off this month on the channel. Tannen, Star Wars month is over. This is the last episode before it. It's been great. I've done a couple reviews. Fucking really disappointed in Power Battles on GBA. That game sucks. You guys are going to see that video probably this week. I'm going to drop it. But Battlefront 2, man. We talked about it a little bit last episode, but a lot more's come out about it. Like there's an actual single player campaign where you play as a female member of the Empire, like a pilot.
Yeah, you
To
are
follow some
a
story.
special forces motherfucking pilot badass girl who is looking to get vengeance on the rebellion after she watches the second Death Star blow up while on the moon of Endor. And that could have been a movie in itself.
Yeah.
That could have been a fucking movie. That could have been a spin-off movie.
Could have been a
Rogue
type
One was so
spin-off.
fucking badass.
Yeah.
They could have fucking done that.
But we're getting a game of it, so we get to play it too. So that's like extra icing
Yeah.
on the cake, I guess.
Yeah, it is, and you know, like I from what I heard, it kind of also kind of is kind of holds hands with Star Wars Aftermath. I know you haven't read that book. I've only read the first book. I haven't read the second book. Great fucking book. Great fucking.
Do you
book.
have that book?
I do.
Can I borrow it?
Yeah, if you promise to read it.
I'm just gonna look at the pictures.
Uh,
I know we know they've announced pretty much you're gonna get everything from the prequels. You can be Darth Maul, all that good stuff. The only thing not confirmed is any Episode 8 content. I'm pretty sure because it releases right before Episode 8, they're gonna at least throw like Old Man Luke in there, at least as DLC down the line.
They'll throw some shit into that, no matter what. It's gonna be in there. A buddy of mine, though, I mean, he's even been playing like because I didn't, I never got the season pass for the first Battlefront. It's so on the wayside now. It's a coworker of mine, and he's kind of selling me on actually playing Battlefront with him now, but now he's up to like level
pass though to experience Battlefront 1 when it's
meant to be. Like you actually have to pay more fucking money, and it's just like, are you goddamn serious? But like at the same time, now it's to the point where it's the same thing that I pay at the beer store when I go to visit it, So I'm not so.
Is it more of a principle and moral thing why you and I wouldn't pay the $20 or whatever?
I think it is. I think that's what it fucking comes down to. Because then I'll look at it, but then I'll be like, well, I could get a month of PS Now for the same price and do that shit. But
we're such hard-headed curmudgeons about it. We're just like, not gonna change.
But he said the Scarif battle though is one of the best maps, like in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about like the best spin, the fucking Force Awakens content. Yeah, it looks awesome. Like we said though, we were just grumpy old men about it. I'm Walter Matthau and you're fucking Jack Lemmon over there, basically on that.
Yeah. I just want to have a complete game. It's
Well, it seems like, and they've come out and said you're getting more space battles, you're getting more meat to your campaign, you're getting an actual fucking campaign for one, you're getting the modes you bitched about. Pretty much, they've come out and said in layman's terms, you're getting what you bitched about. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like,
but there's still going to be DLC, but you're really going to want it because this whole game is going to be fucking awesome.
At least somebody listened. I mean, good on them for that. At least they're going to milk it. They have. They don't have to, but it's business. It's going to happen. I
really think also split screen co-op should be a main focus also because there was nothing more fun than it was so much fun playing the split screen co-op with Karen, who that was her first shooter. Like that she actually got into and enjoyed and was learning how to play it. And, it was so short though, that all of a sudden it was just like, okay, well, we'll go back and just try to beat our record time and stuff. But it was like, yeah, now we're getting bored because, here comes the chicken walker again and all this shit. It's just, that type of shit might have worked with like, something like Perfect Dark back on the N64. But you know what? That don't do these days.
But Star Wars, c'est la vie. It's been real till next May. I mean, Star Wars is always we love Star Wars, so every month could be Star Wars month.
Yeah. Oh no, and don't say next May because this winter.
This winter, actually, we'll be right back.
Yeah, this Christmas. I'm going to start talking about it fucking more and more.
And you know what? I mean, I'm not going to lie. I have picked up Battlefront a lot more this month. Obviously, I haven't put any content up from it. But I'm just trying to get to level 40 so I can be a different fucking race at least. That's like my only goal at this point because I have vanilla Battlefront. Tannen, have you seen a lot about this new God of War?
No, I mean I've seen things here and there, some screenshots and stuff. I watched the trailer.
Yeah.
I did watch the trailer, and the trailer was fucking badass. He's got like a kid and some shit. Like, man. But I think we're gonna see a little bit more of that for E3. Pretty sure they'll reveal a little bit more with some gameplay. And by the way, just to segue into this, since you brought up God of War, that is definitely a Sony thing. For all our listeners out there, if you get a chance at a theater near you, you might be able to go see the Sony press conference for free in your nearest theater. So I
Check
doubt
your local
Hagerstown
listings.
here is going to be playing it. Um,
Yeah.
I think Travis, for you and I, if we were going to do anything, it would be the Alamo Draft House in Winchester. But I'm
Guys,
not even going to be in
I'll
town.
stream it and I'll have some pizza. And you guys can come over and eat some pizza if you want. I'll stream it
Oh
live from
man,
my house too.
pizza.
A movie theater doesn't give you pizza for free. I will. I guess the last thing to talk about, and not to use the word last twice, but The Last of Us 2, I think we're gonna get a lot more info about. At least some
Yes,
gameplay,
yeah.
I hope.
Which, well, yeah, and I would love to see that on a theater screen. Fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we're gonna get some Last of Us news and announcement, and probably, possibly, hopefully, a release date, an official release date, not some quarter bullshit. That is a game that I am pandering for. So yeah, hopefully we get that.
That is a game I've noticed a lot of people love, a lot of people don't. Just one of those games. I think
I don't understand why.
because the
Why
biggest
do you not
complaint from
like it?
people, A, is the length. I mean, but it's a narrative driven game. I think it's, in my opinion, it's one of the best stories ever told in the game. I mean,
Yeah,
it takes your emotions all
hands
over the
down.
place. It really does. Uh, I am hyped too for Last of Us 2. How could you not be if you ever played it and liked it? I
I
just
think
hope, if not gameplay, we get to like what the fuck's going on at least, besides like guitar playing and new
do you
tattoos on
think
Ellie.
do you think Nintendo is going to announce a game that has not been prior announced at E3? Like, do you think we're going to get a Metroid or a Star Fox or something like that?
I do not think we're gonna get either of those. I think like Nintendo announced so much far into this year. They announced so much shit. I think we're just gonna get more info than like. I think
Yeah.
we're like all the RPGs they announced.
Oh, wait! I just realized. You know what we might get?
What's that?
A trailer for the Breath of the Wild story DLC.
Yeah, I think you're
That
definitely gonna
that
get
is
that.
something I think we are going to get from this E3 out of them.
That's
Which I gotta go claim that at our local GameStop because they didn't give me the fucking code. Piece of shit.
Nintendo though. I'm banking on basically we're gonna get definitely more Xenoblade stuff. Xenoblade 2. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff, man, that they announced in January. That's the thing. So they could have something up their sleeve. They have flat out pretty much said there's not going to be a Metroid on the Switch anytime soon. I don't think that's in their plans. I don't get that. I never have for years. It is what it is. I guess I've come to terms with Metroid, just where it's at right now.
I just don't know why you wouldn't do that. That's no. But whatevs. I mean, like look how great it was on the GameCube and how many people loved it on the GameCube. Now the Wii versions, different story. But
If Prime 3 would have been on the GameCube, I would have fucking loved it. I would have probably liked it the most out of all of them because it was so good, but just the motion. I just couldn't. Sorry guys, I want to like Prime 3, but unfortunately because it was on the Wii, I can't. Besides that, Tannen, I mean, like, why we're all here. Speaking of coming to terms and realizations, let's roll up our sleeves and get right into it. You did in fact see, like as promised, as advertised last week, Alien Covenant.
I did.
You did it. I know, not to like give away your thoughts. I know you weren't in love with it, pretty much. But what did you think?
I liked it. I did like it. If you're an Alien fan, go fucking see it. It rose above expectations. Also, before you see this movie, make sure you watch all the prequel content. The stuff that they're like, that happens, that they claim that happens before the movie. Like, we're going to show you this footage. It's like 20 minutes all together. James Franco is in it. Watch all that shit before you go see the movie, because I didn't, because I was like, well, if it's in the fucking movie, it's not. So make sure you watch that shit. It really makes you feel a little bit closer to the characters going into the movie.
Is that kind of like a fuck you though? Like, should it have just been in the movie? Like, that's kind of a shitty thing. Like, I hated they did that shit with fucking Final Fantasy 15 with Kingsglaive or whatever. Like,
yeah. It's whatever. Which I have a copy of that, by the way, if you ever want to watch it.
I do. I need to watch that.
It's pretty good, but Uh, I really enjoyed this movie. After Prometheus, I was really hoping for more Alien. Everybody was clamoring for that because we didn't really get that. Like if you stayed after the credits in the movie theater, you actually got a little bit of Alien there, and you were like, "Oh shit!" But like Prometheus was all lead up to this, and it was pretty badass. I liked it. I mean, I like my Ridley Scott shit. I liked the direction that he's taking it in on this. I love the way that it ended. I want to see it again, just because first impressions are always a thing, but second things are always fun too. And I almost saw it with my father today. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday, Dad! But
Happy
when I
birthday.
told him that he had to see Prometheus first, he was like, "Well, I don't really want to go see it then." You know what I mean? And he didn't feel like making a movie day out of his birthday, which I understood that.
That's funny.
Yeah, one movie's kind of enough, and
Oh, I thought you meant because he heard it was bad. He's like, no, I'm just going to skip it.
no, because he had to watch Prometheus first and then go to the theater. He was like,
Right.
that's not the day I want to have today. So, no, instead I took him out to lunch at a nice restaurant.
That's not
Ritz
the
Cafe.
day I want to have today.
Yeah, yeah. Hats off to Rick's Cafe. That place is delicious. And then I jammed out with him for an hour because he's been learning how to play the guitar. So that was actually really cool. I had never played music with my dad before in my life.
Wow.
So that was actually a really awesome thing to do on his 62nd birthday.
It's a big Memorial Day for you. By the way, Memorial Day episode. Yeah, you had a
Oh
good day.
yeah, it is a Memorial Day episode. So think about your fallen soldiers, folks. While
Yeah,
you're
thank you.
playing.
In all seriousness, not to get political, but you guys that serve, thank you for your service. In all
Yeah.
seriousness.
Always think of that for their service, but today is really to remember those that didn't make it back home.
Yeah.
So thank you to all of them.
But yeah,
But yeah,
Alien, Tannen. Alien
Alien
Covenant.
Covenant. Yeah, I really did like it. I liked all the characters in the movie. It was kind of funny seeing. Oh come on. Oh Powers. The fucking God. What is his fucking name in real life? I hate this when I do this and I forget people's names, actors' names.
Just say Powers.
I'm Kenny Powers. It was great, Kenny Powers. It was a fucking a fucking spaceship pilot.
Oh, Danny McBride from fucking
fucking Danny McBride.
Southbound and Down. What am I talking?
Yeah, Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound and Southbound and Down. What am I doing?
But yeah, I know. I'm at the same thing with you. Can't get names straight. But
That's funny.
at first when I saw the previews, I was like, "Fucking James Franco, Danny McBride. Like, what fucking movie is this? Are they gonna end up like getting stoned and just lost on an alien planet? Like, it's gonna be a fucking slapstick comedy. Is that what I'm in store for? No, it's not that at all. There was great special effects. Of course, a lot of great alien deaths. I'm not going to spoil those for anybody, but just some perspectives of stuffs, and of course, we all know that the face grabbers look like little vaginas, like on their bellies that have like penises that pop out of them. I mean, if you've ever seen Alien versus Predator, you've seen that. If you haven't, and you haven't seen any of this shit, then I don't even know why you're listening.
I do, and I even own Requiem, the sequel of Alien versus.
Oh, dude, I love that fucking movie.
I liked it better than the first one.
Well, no, that night after we got back from the movie, I actually went through an official like Alien timeline where Predator's even involved in it too, and like read through the whole goddamn thing. Took me like 3 hours to read the fucking thing out loud, with everything with Whaling Core and stuff, and then there's shit even involved with the Terminator. I mean, fucking bullshit.
Maybe that's like the underlying thing, like the listeners don't know how big of a fan. Tannen is such a big fan of Alien that he owns Mortal Kombat X, but he had to borrow my copy because it came packed in with Alien. So
yeah,
that's how much Tannen's fandom goes for Alien.
And I'm not going to spend $5 to download the fucking Alien on my copy.
Yeah, so he's neglecting me from being like Leatherface. Yeah. But yeah, Tannen loves fucking Alien. I mean,
Dude, well, on my end though, Karen's an even bigger Alien fan than what I am. That's like her sci-fi movie.
The
Like,
first two Alien movies are masterpieces. Say what you want, they are such a great hybrid. So
oh
many
yeah,
things. What can you? It's already been said. Three kind of didn't really have a chance because of all the bullshit that went on behind the scenes of different. Oh my God! Just think about it. Three was such a clusterfuck to get made that the NES version was purposely made entirely different than the movie three because it was so. I didn't like Alien 3. I'm gonna say it, and you can tell it had too many cooks in the kitchen when you watch Alien 3. It
mm-hmm.
has no direction really. It's like there's this prison fucking world and there's no guns, and I do like that they went at it where she doesn't have guns. She has to not have guns to kill the aliens, whatever. But the game's like Alien 3. You had guns everywhere. Like you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, dude, it was like you were like in Contra meets Metroid. And like you're given objectives. Oh yeah, so we're segueing into the SNES Genesis game here.
Well, no, not yet, because I love that you said Contra because that's like ESP because I was literally going there about what Alien did for gaming and like it influenced games like Contra. So many. Think about all the rip-off games. Do you remember the game Xenophobe that was a blatant rip-off of Alien?
Oh yeah, yeah.
The
Well,
cover was straight up like he traced a Geiger art. Like that it was that blatant.
yeah. But like, the fucking that game though, Alien 3. We're just gonna go ahead and get into it. Game of the week.
It's our game of the week. Alien 3.
Game of the week. Alien 3.
Different perspectives on it though. We mixed it up for everybody.
I did the SNES version. Travis, you did the Genesis version.
Yes.
Here was my take on it.
Thank God real quick. Thank God neither of us did the NES version because that is the worst version I would say.
Yeah, I wouldn't have touched that with a game. I think there's a Game Boy version too, and I wouldn't have touched that either. The SNES version though. Basically, yeah, Ripley suddenly is a colonial marine running around being a badass, bald-headed. Kind of looks like G.I. Jane running around the fucking screen. So G.I. Jane ends up on this fucking prison planet. They still kept to the prison planet storyline. You're on a prison planet, but dude, she is decked out with flamethrowers, fucking grenades, everything. And the thing is, when I was a kid and I was playing it, you are told these objectives. It's like Metroid. You got to go to these different parts of the map, get these objectives, and then fight to survive your way back to get the other objectives. You're completely going through this goddamn maze. When I was a kid, though, I never even paid attention to the fucking objectives. I ran around and just shot shit, set shit on fire. I mean, I just wanted to kill aliens. And just wanted to just keep killing more aliens, and they keep coming to you. They keep regenerating. I mean, you can take out all the fucking eggs and everything that you want. They're gonna be back.
That is another glaring omission and a difference from the movie. There's one alien in the movie.
Yeah.
There's thousands in the fucking games. Let's be
thousands.
All the Alien 3 games, there's tons of aliens. There's not just one alien. But that that would make for a boring game, like we said, and that's why they changed it.
Yeah. Dude, by the way, I don't know if you gotta come over and watch the Blu-ray version that I have, where George Lucas did.
Of Alien 3.
It's terrible. Yeah. Oh man, it's bad. It's fucking bad.
You can definitely put that on my to-do list. But Tannen, you played the SNES version. My experience, from what I remember, that was the better version.
I enjoyed it still as an adult, and I still got pretty far, like, doing my objectives. But as I'm playing it too, I was like, man, I just remember being a kid, just wanting to bullshit. And bullshitting's more fun in that game. It's fun to just fuck around.
I did the same exact thing as a kid, but I always played Alien 3 on Sega as a kid, and I did not like it because, like you as a kid, I couldn't figure out what the hell to do. Coming back, this is another case of Wizards and Warriors for me on the show. I liked this. I thought I was going to hate it. I did hate this for the first 10 minutes. The more I kept playing it, I kept thinking, one thing about the aliens in the movies, they're not like this slow, brooding enemy you see in all beat-em-ups. The aliens come at you right in your fucking face, like fast. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I liked that they made them like that, and it made for like, not... This game may have given me a jump scare as a kid, I can't remember, but it did make for like that tense build-up at certain points.
Remember the flamethrower was your best fucking friend, too.
God,
as it should be in any fucking alien game.
This by far is not the best game in the world. as far as movie-based 16-bit, 8-bit games, I would say, come at me, it's one of the better ones. And I didn't think I would say that. The cutscenes in between on the Sega version, at least, were phenomenal. They were phenomenal. I didn't hate the music, especially for a Sega game. I didn't get past like the third level. It is hard as shit. But I didn't hate my time with it, I guess. I was just surprised. I liked it. I would recommend it, and I didn't think I would. So there you have it on my end.
I'd recommend it to an adult that can read and go and follow directions. That's all it is. Following directions and surviving to get there.
Yeah, you just gotta rescue the prisoners, basically.
Well, yeah, and there's like a form of survival horror to it, because you do look at your ammo and shit. So if you run out of shit, you're fucked.
And we all watch the same reviews on it. We've all seen James Rolfe's take on it. Yes, your worst enemy in this game is the fucking timer. And it is bullshit, and it's not fair, but I don't know, sometimes you just roll up your sleeves, like you said, and you just do it. And sometimes you're pleasantly surprised. That was
Another game that I've actually played that's Alien related, started to replay. I beat it on the PS3, walked back into it on the PS4. Alien Isolation. Really do dig this game. A lot of people don't. They say it's too stealthy. Well, you're sneaking around trying to avoid a fucking alien. And I'm not going to throw out any spoilers, but if you played a little bit further into the game, you no longer have to be fucking stealthy anymore. You just got to get your fucking shit in gear.
Well, and that touches what you said on episode 22 when this game was brought up. You're like, why are you bitching? That's an Alien game. It's supposed to be like that.
Exactly.
Well, Tannen, I think how turns work, I think it's my turn to drop Game of the Week on us, if memory serves correct.
Oh, it is. Do tell.
I guess all I can say, I guess the most hyped I was this week of anything I saw was we should go back and play a couple rounds of Maximum Carnage, because I don't think we've ever done that and talked about it.
Wow. I have the cart, but it doesn't work. It's a beautiful looking cartridge, but the battery's dead. Actually, I think if I pump that through a Game Genie, it might work.
What if we do this? What about separation anxiety? Because people don't talk about that one as much.
No, I'm good on Maximum Carnage.
How about you do Carnage, I do Anxiety? We'll do it like that.
We never do it like that. We both are going to do the same game. Do you want to do the Sega version? Because I have the SNES version.
It is the same game, basically, though. It's just a sequel.
There's different music. There's different music. You shut up. You're gonna do the Sega version. I will steer you. You're gonna do the Sega version of Maximum Overdrive. I'll do the SNES
Maximum
version.
Overdrive. Look at you.
Oh yeah, Maximum Carnage. I wish there was a Maximum Overdrive game. God damn, that would be fucking awesome.
Hey, you know what?
Can you imagine that?
Sunset Overdrive doesn't get enough praise. That was an underrated game.
Yeah, but a Maximum Overdrive game? Holy shit!
Until
also what?
Go ahead.
Huh? I was going to say that's also directed by fucking Stephen King. God damn, that would be awesome.
So I'll do Carnage on Sega. You do it on Super Nintendo. That's our Game of the Week for next week. I don't know if we're gonna have a guest. Might have something up our sleeves. Until next time, real quick, one more time, Tannen, where can everyone check you out on Twitter?
Oh, we're already done. Holy shit!
We did.
Holy shit! Yeah, I didn't know we were done.
Hats off to us.
I thought we had some shit to do. I went to the arcade at Hershey, by the way, folks. It was great.
Shit. That should have been what I asked. What have you been up to this week?
Yeah, before Travis cuts me off, went and saw Tool last week up at Hershey. Oh, god damn, what a fucking epic show. That was just nuts.
I bet.
I can't even describe it, and it sucks because I couldn't get any pictures of them because I had a security guard that was giving everybody else shit around me for taking photos. So, it was definitely worth seeing. And then the following day, we went to Hershey Park. They have 2 arcades there now, folks, and it was really nice.
Hershey Park. For those that don't know, real quick, Hershey Park is a amusement park out here in Pennsylvania, where we're located, pretty much. And it's like the Hershey chocolate people. So it's like Disneyland for candy is what Hershey
is what it is, even though the candy is overpriced.
Yeah.
You should be getting free fucking candy the whole time you're there. You should be on a sugar high,
Cadbury
puking up chocolate. And it said no. It's like, here's $5 for 2 Reese cups. Get away, you little bastard. But yeah, no, they do have these 2 giant arcade domes. Boy, was it nice being in there. Travis will hit some pictures. They even had an original Super Mario Brothers arcade cabinet. I almost shit my pants when I saw that. And a few other games. Played Pod Racer and things like that.
With the thrust.
Really enjoyed it. But yeah, what I was saying too, between the 2 arcade cabinets, one of them was definitely more retro game focused, and it had pinball machines and stuff too on it.
Was the other one like DDR and like the roller coaster simulator type games and stuff?
Yeah, shit like that. It's the newer stuff. That's where, like fucking the new cruising game was and stuff. Which the new cruising game, holy shit, that was really good. Really enjoyed it.
Cruisin' Rush.
Yeah, fucking holy shit, that game was awesome. I was really impressed with it.
We'll see if that drops on PS4 or anything in the future, or Xbone.
Nah. Oh, well, it's a Nintendo game, actually.
Switcheroo, that's right. Switcherooski it is.
I don't know how well it would work on the Switch. It was so much fun having the steering wheel and everything. Like, the apparatus of it just worked really well. It was really responsive. I was really impressed with it. But yeah. As far as that theme park went,
I wasn't a huge fan of the cruising games, I guess, as much as other people were back in the day. Like, maybe because I wasn't that good at the cruising games per se. I was better at other racing games.
I like Cruising USA. I mean, I had that cart. A lot of people say, "Oh, it was a shitty game." At the time, you could do 4-player split screen with it. It was fucking fun. It came out before Mario Kart. Fuck you if you're gonna bitch about it, because I liked it.
Yeah, but definitely, guys, you're checking out pictures now. I wish I could have gone with you, but in the future, we were talking about it. We're gonna try to film some of us going in one of our local game shops around here. Put it on the channel for you guys. Pick up some good deals, maybe, Tannen. I'm excited to do that with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll get some good stuff, if anything. And they do have that Mario pinball machine in there. We can get some footage of playing that.
Yeah.
It'd be fun. Anyway,
is it safe to take it home now?
It is safe. Thank you for letting me remind you that. Hold on a second, we're not done yet, sweetie.
Jeez, Tannen, where can everyone check you out? And hopefully not a flamboyant Tannen voice.
You can check me out at Tannen's Bomb at Twitter. Yeah, you can check me out at Tannen's Bomb at Twitter. You can also check us out on Facebook. Please do. Again, in the arms of an angel. It's starving. It's starving. If your Facebook page is cold, you're cold too, or however the fuck that saying goes. Yep, that's where you can check me out at.
That's not an actual saying, guys. They don't talk about.
Yeah, it is. If your Facebook page is cold, you're evidently cold as well. Bah.
If your Facebook is cold, you're a bitch. That's the tagline.
Gonna have to update the old Facebook page now.
Don't be a bitch. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at the HibikiTMD. As Tannen said, yes, hit up Facebook, hit up Twitter, subscribe on YouTube, hit that like button. This has been my man in episode 21. Until next week, man.